Yo, what's up, YouTube? This is Skills versus Pills, where we show the royal bullshit, counter back with the right hook, and lay your ass out. Alright, you know, one of the things I love to do is to check out, the news and after fight opinions and all these different things that goes on after the fights. It's always big events, and there's always a lot of talk after them. This Mayweather versus Ortiz circus that's going on. Everybody wants to blame the referee. Everybody wants to blame Floyd Mayweather, but very few are blaming Victor Ortiz for the dirtiest tactics used in boxing since Mike Tyson bit off Holyfield's ear. You know, you have these great champions in the ring giving other guys shots at making big money, and they just want to get in there and do whatever the hell they want to do. You know, we all know Tyson had just got out of prison. He had just did a bid. He came out. His mind wasn't right. He was in the wrong mind state. He was vicious and very aggressive. You know what I mean? He was disrespectful and just totally mean dude. So the plan with a person like that is to get them to lash out and overreact so they won't fight a smart fight. Now, I give it to Mike Tyson. He was fighting a pretty good fight. He felt like he was getting headbutted the same way Victor Ortiz felt like he was getting elbowed. Now, through the press conference, Victor Ortiz's trainer, Danny Garcia, he was asking the referees and asking permission. Well, if Mayweather starts to use his elbow, what if I tell my fighter to hit him in the balls? So I do not turn away the fact that, Victor Ortiz was, going into this fight knowing that he might have to fight dirty. Which isn't true. Mayweather usually he doesn't throw his elbows. He rolls his shoulder, and if you're in on him, he can't extend his arm to jab you. So he basically defends himself. He's not gonna wrap you up so you can land uppercuts. He's gonna put the elbow. He's gonna put his forearm in between you and him. So if any uppercuts come up, they hit his forearm. Now, so happens if you're pushing him, yes, his elbow might go into your neck. It might press up against your chin, but it's not a thrown elbow. And I think Victor Ortiz. Let me explain to you what happened. Mayweather set this kid up, okay? Mayweather, he knows, and they're laughing about, oh, he thinks I throw elbows. I'm going to show him an elbow and see what he does. Mayweather, he came out in the first round, and he pretty much let off his whole arsenal of tricks and everything he can do to Victor Ortiz. He humiliated him in the first round. The second round, Ortiz came out and adjusted a little bit. You guys seen him boxing and moving around the ring more. And Mayweather just basically walked him down, jabbed him. He was hitting him with twos, hitting him with shots to the body. So Ortiz felt like, you know what, I should just come back to the center of the ring and fight. And Mayweather let off a mean flurry on him. Third round comes around. Mayweather says, okay, I need to take this round off. Okay, Mayweather knows that he can't fight, at his age, the whole 3 minutes for the whole 12 rounds. So Mayweather's looking to take the third round off, but he still wants to pressure Ortiz. So he's pressuring Ortiz, and he said, all right, he's starting to get on to me. He wants to push me against the ropes and land these little flurries. He wants to catch me in between my defense. So I want to see what he's gonna do about these elbows they were talking about. They're talking about responding to the elbows. So Mayweather, he simply showed Ortiz's elbow. He flashed it up, and bing, the light turned on in Ortiz's head. I need to get him back for showing me that elbow. Now Mayweather, the ref, when he did it, Mayweather did it intentionally. He just lifted up his elbow, and the ref told him, keep your elbow down. And that totally set Ortiz off. You'll see, after Mayweather get warned for the elbow, a few seconds later, Mayweather gets the ropes, and he attempts to headbutt him. And he gets warned for the headbutt, okay? So now Mayweather's saying, okay, this is what he's going to do. When he gets me against the ropes, he's going to headbutt me. Okay, so later on, Mayweather, he 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 actually went. Mayweather did actually go, and he flashed it. He didn't hit him with it, but he flashed the elbow at Ortiz just to get him thinking again, just to get him nervous again. It was all a game plan. Mayweather's game plan going into the fight was to frustrate Ortiz until he gives up. He knew he would give up. So he flashed another elbow at Ortiz. Ortiz got him against the ropes again, and boom, another headbutt. Okay, Joe Cortez warned him again. All right, they're fighting. They're fighting. Mayweather gets the ropes. Mayweather, he's showing Ortiz the elbow now. He knows he's gonna foul again. He knows it. I'm watching. I know he's gonna foul again. Ortiz, boom, jumps up and gives the first jumping headbutt. Joe Cortez gives him a hard warning. He gave him a hard warning. They continue to fight. Fourth round comes. Mayweather's like, all right, this kid, he is starting to come on strong. Let's see if he'll foul one more time so we can discourage him by having a point taken away. Okay, Ortiz Mayweather gets the ropes. Boom, 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 pounds him. And Mayweather looks at him with that face and goes, nothing. Like, you have nothing. Okay, so Ortiz comes back. He pounds him again. Mayweather's like, ha, nothing. He comes off the ropes and he hits Ortiz with a couple rights and a check hook. You know what I mean? And Mayweather was pounding on him, and he went to duck something, and Ortiz tapped him on the chin. And Mayweather went back against the ropes, and he was just pretty much defending. When Mayweather defends, he blocks his body first because he knows they're gonna go to the body first. Any smart boxer is gonna go to the body first. Then he blocks the head, and then he extends out his arms so he can come down over your arms and tie you up if he's gonna tie you up. He doesn't just wrap you up. He goes through a routine on how to wrap you up. He blocks his body, he blocks his head, he extends his arms out, then he brings it down. Okay? When he did that, Ortiz knew that he had to swim up under, get on the inside, and do it again. But he was already too frustrated. He jumped up, he got the headbutt in there, and this is the critical part. It feels just in the It feels just in the it feels just in the moment. It feels just in the moment, and he forgot that he couldn't foul, or he forgot that headbutts was dirty in boxing. Then he went and threw the 3 extra shots after he headbutted. He headbutted Mayweather, then bam, 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 and tried to hit him with a few more shots, which Mayweather blocked, and he rolled, and he turned his back on Ortiz because the ref was stepping in. And this whole thing, it was planned by Floyd. It was all planned. Ortiz fell into it. Like, people were calling what Mayweather did next a sucker punch, but you only get sucker punched if you're the sucker. You know what I mean? Like, I never been sucker punched before because I wasn't a sucker. You know what I mean? Like, I've never been caught being a sucker. Like, if you got enemies, you don't turn your back on your enemies because they're gonna give a shot to the sucker. You know what I mean? You're a sucker for turning your back on me. We're gonna fight. You're gonna turn your back. I'm gonna take advantage. Why let you come and Anyway, before I continue on with the story, I want to ask the fans out there: if the fight would continue, if Ortiz didn't get knocked out, and he cut Mayweather on his chin and continue, and so happened start to land on Mayweather and open up the chin, or perhaps even knock Mayweather out by hitting him on the chin, would that be fair? Would that be called a sucker headbutt? He headbutted him, weakened up the chin, and then landed a good shot to take care of the business. I think that's cheating. I think using fouls to break down your opponent is cheating. That's why they give warnings and they take away points for that. If it's not a punch, it shouldn't be thrown. Usually a guy would throw a low blow if his opponent's too fast. A low blow will take out the leg, slow him down a little bit. You know what I mean? A shot behind the head is more frustration. You can't win with a shot behind the head. You hit a guy and knock him down with a shot behind the head, it's not gonna get ruled a knockdown. It's gonna be a foul. Look at Ortiz versus. Well, then again, I think they did call. Did they call that a knockdown the first time Berto went down? Yeah. The first time Berto went down, it was a shot to the back of the head. They didn't call it. even though Ortiz was standing right in front of him. So anyway, Mayweather, he composes himself. Joe Cortez sends Ortiz to the corner. He tells him, "Hey, don't be doing that." We all heard that. He said, "Don't be doing that." He said, "Come on, let's go." He signaled twice. He put one hand, then he put the other hand. Let me put my hand on the camera. He signaled twice, and he said, "Go." He looked inside, and he confirmed that there was 10 seconds left. And Mayweather, he went inside. Ortiz went to hug again. He said, "Okay, dap." And then as soon as they stepped back, bing, bing, two-piece. You know what I mean? Everybody that likes to call Floyd Kentucky Fried Chicken, well, Ortiz got dealt the two-piece. You know what I mean? He got dealt the wing and the thigh. You know what I mean? He got dealt the wing and the thigh. That motherfucker flew back and landed on his ass. And couldn't get up. Was looking up at Joe, like, what he counting for? What the fuck you mean? What he counting for? You know what I mean? He just got laid the fuck out. But I just want to make this video, man, because it seems like you non-boxing fans don't know the rules to boxing. If Mayweather would have responded back with a headbutt, he could have got disqualified himself. You know what I mean? That's continuing fouls like that. That's grounds of disqualification. Now Ortiz, he can headbutt somebody 4 times, and only get 1 point taken away, get his ass knocked out, and everybody's still standing behind him. Why? Is because the hate from Mayweather is too great. I heard Mayweather talk smack about Ortiz, but he never downed him as a fighter. He never disrespected his fight. And after the fight, he went over to see about Ortiz, and Ortiz was all smiles. He didn't know what the hell had happened. Well, what happened, Ortiz, was you headbutted this guy, and then when it was time to fight, you wasn't ready to fight. You were stuck in your own cloud, stuck in your own moment, with your fans. All your fans, they weren't even watching the fight. They was up getting beer and, outside smoking pot. They don't know what happened. They just come back and see the short replay. Oh, where's the referee? The referee's not even in the ring. Like, get the fuck out of here. What do you mean the referee's nowhere around, Like, on the replay, you could tell this is how the media is. On the replay that they continuously show, if they was to go back 3 or 4 more seconds on the replay, then you'll see Joe Cortez walk the fighters both together and say, "Continue. Let's go." That's what his words were. Let's go. But on the replay, they don't show Cortez doing that. They just show Mayweather pretty much bang bang serving up that 2-piece. Well, all real boxing fans were like, knock him out for that shit. When I seen him headbutts, first thing I said, disqualify Ortiz and take his title. Then when I seen that the fight was going to continue, I said, Floyd, knock his ass out. And that's what Floyd did. This is Skills versus Pills. I'm a Floyd Mayweather fan because he's the best boxer in the world. You can't tell Floyd how to fight. You can't tell Floyd what punches to throw. You can't tell Floyd to defend himself. I made a video before the fight. I said you cannot tell Floyd to defend himself because he does that shit anyways. He knows the rules to the game. You can't trick him. You can't do nothing. You know what I mean? Like, it's sold up. Floyd has the game sold up. You can say I'm on Floyd's nuts or anything like that, but there is nobody in the game that's better than Floyd. The only person that I've seen come close is Andre Dirrell. I don't even think Andre Ward is that good, but Andre Dirrell is the only person that I've seen come close that can fight like Floyd fights and really get down. I don't think no boxer on this planet would let somebody headbutt them in the mouth and continue to fight them like they're sparring buddies and like they're friends. You headbutt me, I'm gonna knock you the fuck out quick and as soon as I get a chance. The Skills versus Pills. I'm gonna show the road that bullshit, counter back with the right hook, and we gonna lay that.